Okay, so let me see here. It's Sunday, and I was thinking that I was going to talk sports. But no, let me talk about some of the stuff that I got right here. Yep, see this drawing? This is not how it always looks. The drawings that I do are real quick. Like that. I think for sometimes when I first started to draw, it was just something that I just went and now it's just something that I do and something that I just think about. Yes, think about and just say, what if I could draw it this way? What if I could put the squares like this, or put the squares like this, or just like maybe have a, I don't know, a triangle, a rectangle, something that doesn't look like any other thing. But drawing is something that I've done since I was a little boy. Um, I think it started with like stick figures. I know I've told you this, and coloring and just draw. When I was little, drawing always made me feel like I was doing something incredible that nobody could do drawings that I could do. And I'm not being cocky, and I'm not being like, oh wow, I can draw way better than you, or I can do a cartoon better than this guy. But no, no, it's not like that. It's drawing is a release of happiness for me, and the happiness comes from me showing and just drawing, maybe just a little tiny drawing, or just drawing something like this. But the, it's not. The coloring is all owed to my dad. He colors, he paints my whole drawings, and sometimes he's saying, I can't, I don't know what your drawing is. You gotta explain it to me. You gotta explain it to me. And sometimes the explanation for the drawing is he doesn't understand. He doesn't know what the heck it is. And I try to explain it, or just like the last drawing I've had, I had to do a rough draft on it because he didn't know what it was, what the picture was, or and I was trying to draw a tree, a tree guy fighting a stone guy. One of the stone guy is Sandman, and the the tree guy is Nightmare. Yeah, I forgot the other name that I gave the Nightmare guy, but these two guys, the Sandman and the Nightmare, he has the Sandman's bag, and they put him in there, and the Sandman's bag is magic or something, or it has magical probabilities and stuff. So they both came out to be the Nightmare became a tree guy, and the Sandman became stoned. And the kid, this is the continued um, cartoons of the professor and the kid. The first thing they've done was time travel and have time travels go to the west, go to all sorts of places. And this is the continued story of my professor and the kid. So the kid is trying to dig a hole so they could put the tree guy into the hole. And yeah, sometimes I'm glad that I have issues with my drawing sometimes. Because sometimes I just don't want it to be easy. I want it to be where I'm having to think and think and think about it and just say, what would be a better way to draw this? What would be a better way to do this kind of drawing? And that's why I show it to my dad, and because he's been an artist almost his whole life. And if you haven't seen any of his artwork, you should look at his Instagram, Bob Shellis on Instagram. Or I have some postings on my Instagram, James Shelhouse on Instagram. Or I do some Snapchats. I think it's Jimbo Shelhouse on Snapchats because I like showing my artwork, my cartoons, if you call it cartoons, and my dad's work. Because my dad is an incredible artist. And would love, I, I I want to be a great cartoonist. I know that I could never be like my dad, so I just want to be what I am, a cartoonist. So I'm glad that I have more thought process on my cartoons, more ideas of what I want to do, and just knowing that this is how I have to do it to become a better artist. Look at things, take pictures of things, of what I'm trying to draw, and plan it out. So I can progress, become better. Maybe someday paint my own drawings. Because, you know, it would be something of a progression for me to do my own cartoons. But having my dad do it is incredible because he has incredible ways of how he paints and how he does it. And this is just a stepping stone, you know. Long time ago, I draw stick figures, I draw box figures. I have stuff that I could bring back, like Boxhead Man, drawings. I remember one time I was trying to draw like the Peanuts, like I was trying to draw a doll character and a kid character, but they were all babies, and I was trying to put the progression of how they were growing up, but that never really progressed any. So I think that I just drawed on paper until I got to canvas, because my dad told me that I can't just draw on line paper all the time. I need to draw on either a sketchbook or canvas. And doing my first um, canvas drawing was interesting because it it felt like a whole new world. It felt like a whole new avenue of drawing. And that's the most incredible thing. And I can't wait till I can find new great ways to draw my cartoons and just make them look more incredible every time. So that's pretty much the history of my drawings and how I draw and where I came and where I am now. So always remember, awesome, radical, cowabunga.